Hi, everybody. I've been sick. And while the market never sleeps, I've had to do some sleeping. But, show must go on, so here we are. Recently, I did a video breaking down recommendations from Alex Becker, and you guys really seem to respond well to that. I live to serve, and if you want a breakdown on Alex Becker videos, then I offer you yet another breakdown on an Alex Becker video. Like we said last time, Becker is a funny guy. He's smart, but as we said before, and as Becker will tell you himself, he's not always right. Far from it. Think of him as the millennial or Zoomer version of Jim Cramer. He has no Jim Cramer, right? This is the bombastic stock commentator on CNBC's Mad Money. And people pay attention to Cramer, not because he's always right, but because he's so freaking loud.
Hey, I'm Cramer. Welcome to Mad Money. Buy the dip!
It's entertainment. It's practically a satire of itself. Becker has some similar qualities, though thankfully he's not quite as loud. He's a funny, fast-talking dude who's interested in crypto, just like you. Lately, his video titles have gotten very clickbaity. Titles like 7 crypto coins that will 15x early 2022, last chance. This is what we're going to talk about today. 4 crypto trades that will 10x by January, last chance. 5 crypto coins that will 15x in 30 days, urgent. 4 crypto coins that will 25x in January, final chance. 7 crypto coins likely to 11x by New Year's Eve, last chance. 11x? Really, Becker? 11? You doing the thing where you pick an odd number and it catches people's attention? 11x? And a funny thing, I think Becker, at least part of him, doesn't really like doing these hyped up videos. He basically said as much from a November 5th video called "I'm so sick of cryptocurrency." If there's one video of Becker's that you should watch, it's that one. He's being much more real in that video than he is in any of his others. As they say, don't hate the player, hate the game. Becker's just doing what works on the platform, for better or worse, and I can't blame him. Anyway, let's dive into a breakdown of his recommendations. Yeah, breaking down 7 crypto coins that will 15x early 2022, last chance. First of all, Becker talks about a lot more than 7 coins in this video. By my count, he talks about no fewer than 20, but as is his style, he starts with the highest market cap and presumably safest bets and goes down the list to the tokens that have a higher chance of seeing a 15 or 10x multiple. His thesis is simple. When major coins, especially Bitcoin, start rallying again, the whole market will follow, and we'll see high multiples on lower market cap coins. He also says that nothing can really stop gaming and NFT tokens this year because those are 2 areas that actually have real utility. More and more people are actually playing the games associated with many of these tokens. And despite all the rhetoric about NFTs having no use, they do serve a social function. They are conspicuous consumption. They're a way to signal your wealth. It's like buying a Rolex. Even in a down market, the whales who have CryptoPunks and Bored Apes, they're not going to panic sell those. It's a good analysis. I think Becker's right here. Let's dive into the specific coins he mentions. Safe bets, he mentions Solana, AVAX, which he says could more than triple to 300, and Polygon. These are all down from their highs, but have so much traction, they aren't going anywhere. Expect these to bump up when the market recovers. Next, coins he calls funny money, coins that could see a higher multiple. Phantom, Polkadot, Cosmos, and Luna. 2 of these, Phantom and Luna, Becker recommended in the beginning of November, saying they'd shoot up before the end of the year. And we know now that the market didn't head that direction, but it sounds like he's genuinely sold on the utility and value of these tokens. So he's doubling down and recommending them again. He also talks about the narrative of Cosmos being really strong, and this is what Becker does. He's going entirely off of the narrative and what people are saying about a project. This is fundamentally different from somebody like, say, Benjamin Cohen, another crypto YouTuber that I like. Cohen does technical analysis, and it's effectively the opposite of Becker. No hype, no narrative, no talking about upcoming milestones or developers or community or anything like that. Just looking at the price chart and asking, what does the price action tell us? See, Becker is looking at the news and the hype, and from that, he's trying to predict what will happen to the price. And a technical analyst like Cohen does it the other way around. There was a famous financier in the first half of the 20th century named Bernard Baruch who said, quote, "Show me the charts and I'll tell you the news." It's an interesting, non-obvious perspective. Anyway, back to the point. Other coins Becker recommends. Remark, another coin he's talked about before, and Moonriver. These are both right in Becker's wheelhouse, especially Remark, which is explicitly about gaming and NFTs. This is a cool project. Gaming tokens aren't historically my thing, but I really like Remark. I'm very intrigued. I might have to spend more time learning about that one. Then Becker gets to the 7 or so tokens from the title that he says will 15x by early 2022. They are Vulcan Forged, a blockchain game studio and NFT marketplace. Pyre is their native token. This project just got hacked about a month ago. had 140 million siphoned off. But Becker notes that projects have been hacked in the past, they will be hacked in the future, and they can recover. It happens. Seedify. This is an ecosystem offering initial game offerings. Basically, it's like Kickstarter for blockchain games, and you get tokens that may later be listed on exchanges for much higher prices. Mines of Delarnia has a native token. Fade in Arena, another game that has a native token. Becker says it's a matter of time till this follows in the footsteps of Axie Infinity. More and more people are playing Fade in Arena, and price action should logically follow. Sidus Heroes. Becker says a $500 million market cap is on the table. Currently, it's at 55 million. Monkey Ball easily could 10x, he says. It's currently at a $27 million market cap. Spin Top and Defina Finance. Okay, those are the tokens he talks about. And I'll be honest, a lot of these games look very dumb to me. Are any of these blockchain games really fun? Or are they impressive as games on their own terms? They seem visually unimpressive with overly complex gameplay and just, they don't look that fun. Tell me if I'm wrong. Have you tried them? Are they fun? You know what it reminds me of? Games that aren't actually very fun on their own and have a veneer of being shiny and new, but there really isn't that much to them. And you have to pump in money to play. It reminds me of casinos. These are casinos. Think about it. They're functionally the same as slot machines, targeted at a much younger audience. I don't think Vegas or Atlantic City are really reeling in the younger audiences lately, especially in the last couple of years, and certainly not for slot machines or poker tables. If you're headed to Vegas, you're going for a show or dining or shopping or fancy hotels. But gaming? The people I see sitting at the gaming tables are old, overweight, and have a loose cigarette in one hand. They're pumping money into those machines in a feeble attempt not to get a huge payday, but because they need a dopamine hit and this is their drug of choice. You can probably tell I'm not a huge fan of the small market cap games the way Becker is. I mean, is he right that there's money to be made here? Yeah, he is. And will these games probably go up in value when the general market recovers? Yeah, I think they probably will. But it's also easy come, easy go. What Becker is predicting is a blow off top. In fact, he says it's going to be worse than that. It's going to be the end of the everything bubble. We're likely going to see a collapse not just of the crypto market, but of the economy in general. And when that happens, do you think these crappy games will survive? Maybe. Some of them. Maybe. See, this is where I differ from Becker. He's talking about near-term huge profits, which makes for some flashy video titles, but honestly, I don't think it's the best play for most people. For most people, if you get into active trading, you're going to lose money. And that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes that's the price of an education. Sometimes people stick with it, they learn from their mistakes, and they get really good at active, regular trading. Most people don't. Most people are not actually interested in doing deep research, finding undervalued assets, divorcing their emotions from it all, and intelligently playing the odds over and over for modest wins. It's really, really exceptionally hard to do that consistently well. If you think you can make money trading Monkey Ball or Mines of Delarnia, be my guest. But the lessons and personal qualities necessary to do this and consistently make a profit don't come easy. I'm going to say something really unpopular here. There are not any shortcuts. You can either get wrecked trying to 100x in a month, and you will get wrecked, or you can dollar cost average into smart projects with real traction and the realistic promise of real world utility. I think Becker has a smart playbook for Becker. The real question for you, if you're somebody relatively new to the crypto, blockchain, Web3, whatever we're calling this space now, is what is your playbook? What are you good at? Because there are a million ways to make money here. Just like the internet and software were and are eating the world over the last 20 years, the blockchain space is going to eat the world as well. And it'll need more than smart traders on microcap tokens. It'll need accountants and lawyers and designers. It'll need people who are good with people, who can rally a community online. That's an incredibly valuable skill. It'll need people who can tell stories. It'll need people who can dream big, and other people who can execute on the boring day-to-day operational stuff. It's going to take all of us to build the future, and there's opportunity for profit across the board, regardless of your skills and abilities. And P.S., you can always learn more skills and abilities. This is not where I thought this video was going to go, but I feel like it needed to be said. Do I like Becker's recommended tokens? Sure, some of them. But his playbook is not my playbook, and it's probably not yours either. Copy what he's doing if you want to learn from him, but don't expect it to work nearly as well for you as it did for him. Watch his videos for entertainment, act on his advice for educational purpose, and if you make some profit on top, consider that just to be the cherry on top of it all. In time, if you really want to win, You're gonna have to figure out what your own playbook is. Okay, team. Those are my thoughts for the day. What should we talk about next? Other projects you're interested in? Should I do a deep dive on Chainlink or Monero? I think those are both interesting projects. I think Remark is interesting. I think Luna is interesting. But those crappy games, man, I just can't get sold on those. That is dystopia. If those really take over, if the future looks like Mines of Delarnia, then what kind of Black Mirror life are we living in? No, thank you. Tell me what you're looking for. We'll cover it all in a future video. Peace, team.